Humans are biologically wired to grab resources the second they appear. We prioritize a guaranteed meal today over the promise of a harvest next year. So when an opportunity arises promising to double an investment in exactly 24 hours, that ancient circuitry takes over. Take Karan, a confident businessman with deep pockets, and Mani, who relies entirely on impulse. Both of them hand over massive amounts of capital to a stranger pitching this exact doubling scheme, completely bypassing any basic due diligence. Mani's impulses hit overdrive later when he wins a multi-crore lottery. He immediately trades that massive cash influx for high-end sports cars, heavy gold jewelry, and endless parties, assets that begin losing their value the second he pays for them. When the timeline for wealth is compressed to zero, the biological urge for instant acquisition often sidelines the analytical mechanisms needed to assess risk. 6 months later, the company that guaranteed overnight returns vanishes without a trace, leaving behind empty promises and disconnected phone numbers. Karan instantly loses 10 lakh rupees. He learns the hard way that a large bank balance offers absolutely zero protection against blind trust. Fast forward another year, and Mani's lottery fortune evaporates. The luxury cars are repossessed, the bank accounts are empty, and the crowds of friends who drank at his parties have disappeared. This chart tracks wealth retention following a sudden windfall. The capital spikes dramatically upon receipt, but because there is no underlying structure to hold it, it plummets straight back to absolute zero almost immediately. If accumulating money is the ultimate objective, why do the people who acquire it the absolute fastest almost always lose it the quickest? This cycle is driven by emotional velocity, the psychological state where your emotions authorize spending at a speed far outpacing your brain's ability to calculate the actual value of the transaction. We see this explicitly when Karan faces a family medical emergency. Accustomed to demanding premium, immediate results in his business, he walks into a corporate hospital and insists on the fastest possible resolution, regardless of price. The hospital administration easily tacks on 6 lakhs worth of entirely unnecessary medical tests. Because Karan has the capital on hand and lacks the patience to pause and review the itemized bill, he pays for procedures his father never needed. Mani's drained lottery winnings follow the exact same pattern. Sudden cash injections lack the financial infrastructure, the budgets, the strict spending rules, the discipline required to sustain them. Impatience actively engineers severe financial blind spots that drain your resources. Contrast this with Ravi. He sat at the exact same table, listened to the exact same 24-hour doubling pitch, but reacted with deliberate skepticism. Ravi introduced immediate friction into the conversation. He demanded the company's registration documents, requested a physical office address, and asked for GST compliance proof. By forcing the scammer to clear these basic logical hurdles, the illusion of easy money entirely collapsed. The pitchman stumbled, and the scam was exposed. Ravi's path involved opening a small grocery store. Growth was slow, but he used that time to hire staff based on shared values of integrity, ensuring that as the business expanded, the people running it were as disciplined as he was. This is a visual representation of slow money. You climb by counting every single rupee, intentionally introducing friction to stop bad decisions, and focusing heavily on long-term customer trust rather than immediate payouts. Patience provides necessary friction. It forces a pause on emotional reactions and constructs a rigid, unshakable foundation for long-term stability. Jump forward 5 years to measure the final, compounded results of both strategies. The individuals who chased immediate windfalls are drowning in debt, completely isolated from the crowds who only ever valued the cash in their wallets. Ravi's single, slow-moving grocery store has organically compounded into 3 separate branches. He owns a paid-off home, carries exactly zero debt, and operates with a healthy profit margin. This chart contrasts their trajectories over a 5-year timeline. Fast money yields chaotic spikes, followed by deep negative valleys. The deliberate approach creates a smooth upward curve, yielding 2 overlapping rewards: absolute financial wealth and the genuine social capital of his employees' respect. The speed of wealth creation dictates its lifespan. Fast money reliably combusts. Slow money predictably compounds. Money is an entirely neutral tool. It does not save you. It simply amplifies whatever psychological traits you already possess. Purchasing power has hard, absolute limits. Capital can buy physical chairs, but it cannot buy genuine respect. It can buy expensive medicine, but it cannot buy actual health. Because of this, money acts as a severe danger to the foolish. It provides a brief opportunity for the smart, and it acts as a lifelong servant to the wise. To build lasting security, abandon the fantasy of the overnight windfall. Unearned wealth is easily constructed and violently leveled by the first sign of pressure. Intelligence is enough to earn money, but only patience and wisdom have the power to protect it.